Let's get comfy, get some tea, coffee. Hot, 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 hot. This is so hot. Holy sh. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new here, my name is Megan. You can call me Meg though. I do short aesthetic videos over on TikTok. I do vlogs, etc. And I decided to come over here onto YouTube. So please subscribe. I will have my TikTok, my Instagram, everything linked below. So please follow along there and let's get into this video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about all things productivity, getting stuff done, especially during quarantine. It's been really hard on us all, and I have learned a few tips and tricks along the way, so I wanted to share them with you all. So let's talk about getting productive. Productivity is something incredibly unique to us all, I find. Some people's level of productivity can be totally different to somebody else's. There's no one definition in my mind for it. Someone could work 4 hours a day, someone could work 16 hours a day. It's all preference and which you prefer. Some work better at night, some work better in the morning. I personally work better during the day. From midday till the afternoon is my prime time to get some work done. But yes, productivity all changes, and during quarantine it has really changed for us all. Some of us have gotten into some routines, some haven't, and that's totally fine. There's just no need to put any pressure on yourself during this time. Now that we're coming out of lockdown, it's a whole new world, literally, so we're all getting used to it again, creating new routines, etc. But let's get into how I started becoming more productive than I usually was. This is something that I have learned over the years. It's not something that I naturally come equipped with. I'm the biggest procrastinator on the planet, there is no doubt about it. And I've managed to find a few things that help me get into the mood for studying, productivity, getting stuff done, etc. I kind of use the word routine a bit more for productivity, as that's what I find works for me to keep me productive. But I kind of started getting interested in keeping a routine and some structure in my life after I started TY, which is transition year for those of you that don't know outside of Ireland. In TY, I had literally so much free time. We can all relate to that. I decided to make a few changes. During study halls or when we had absolutely nothing to do, I would just write lists of things I really enjoy doing, what makes me happy, and a few of those things was routine and keeping my room clean and more. There was much more to it, but routine is definitely something that I feel best in, and I have to really keep myself in some sort of a routine every day, or else after 2 days of doing nothing I will start to spiral in some way. And that's just me. I enjoy routine. It's something that really works for me and keeps me in a good mental state, but that can change for everybody. And right now my routine is basically up in the morning, a coffee, watching a little bit of YouTube, and then getting into doing things like filming my TikToks, maybe taking a few creative photographs, going for a walk, etc. It can be very simple right now. So on that note, let's get into the few tips that I have. So my first tip is get to know what works best for you. This is really important, as I find with everything right now, we look at others and compare ourselves to others on social media, YouTube, etc. and think I could never work that length of time during the day. Their day is so structured, and that works for them. But if it doesn't work for you, don't push yourself, don't force that on yourself, because that's when it just becomes no fun. It's difficult, it's not you. You need to sit down and go, what really works best for me? Do I work best in the mornings? Do I work best in midday or night? Do I work best with 20-minute stints or 2 hours at a time stints? It's kind of just learning to go, I need to figure out me and what works best. For me, I figured out I like to be a little relaxed in the morning, but then get kick-started around 10 or 11, and I work best right up until about 5 or 6 in the evening. I hit a wall after that and I just get a little sleepy and tired. So I know that's how I work best. Sometimes getting out of bed in the morning is enough. Like, that is a hard challenge some days, and I completely understand that. Some days for me, I just struggle to wake up. I struggle to get anything done, and that is completely fine. For me, I can't go on too long like that. If I do about 3 days of that, I really start to get in a mentally bad state. That's just how it works for me, but it changes for everyone, and you can't forget that. Especially during quarantine, I find a lot of people were putting so much pressure on everyone to either learn a new language, read 15 books, all of that kind of stuff. But do you during this time, and in general, work with yourself, get to know yourself, what works best, and that is the most important thing. So tip number 2 is writing down 3 priorities. This can either be the night before or the morning of your day, and making 2 of them simple and 1 of them hard. Now this is something I've started doing recently, and I really enjoy it. It's kind of helped me throughout quarantine, keeping me in some sort of a productive mindset. But I find I've written down 2 simple things, so those 2 things could be something like having a shower or making my bed, and then writing down 1 harder thing, which could be researching a college essay. Now by writing these 2 things down, I know I'm able to get up and make my bed, so that's 1 thing ticked off my list. And then once I get to tick that off, I start to get into a little bit of a rhythm. I'll then have my shower, and that's another simple thing for me personally. And I get out of the shower, tick that off, and then I sit down to get my college essay done. And I find when I write these 3 things down, usually I get more things done as well. I'll start to get into a productive headspace, and I'll go, do you know what, I also want to hoover my room, so I'll do that. Some days I just get the 3 things done, or some days I don't get anything done on the list, and that is totally fine. I'm a sucker for a list as well. I love to write things down and to be able to tick them off, etc. Sometimes I write things down and I don't look at the list for the rest of the day. That's just how it goes some days, but some days I stick to it. I also never really write like to-do lists that are longer than these 3 priorities, because I find then it just gets overwhelming and daunting, and I'll get annoyed at myself for not finishing those things. But never get annoyed at yourself for not completing a to-do list or not getting things done. Don't get so angry with yourself. That's one thing I've definitely learned over time. It takes the fun out of getting things done. College has finished, and I totally understand that, so we're all kind of sitting around going, what do we do now? How are we supposed to keep some sort of routine in our lives? And I felt the exact same. For me, I've dedicated time to learning a bit more about researching YouTube videos, taking some photographs, and going on walks. But you can make that all personal to you. Do you want to read a book that you've been meaning to read for a while? Do you want to finish a TV show? Anything. You can make little challenges for yourself to replace those harder things. Also, you can clean out your wardrobe that you've been meaning to do for a while, or clean out that cupboard that's just full of things that you don't know where to put or what to do with. There's little things like that that you can replace as college work or general work. So tip number 3 is my absolute favorite, and it is reward. As you can tell by the title of this, it is going to be a fun one compared to the last 2 tips. But yes, I find rewarding yourself for getting things done is so crucial. When I get something done that I've been meaning to do for a while, or even some days if I have a shower and get out of bed, I reward myself from it. It is so important to treat yourself and be kind to yourself and tell yourself you've been good when you get things done. It's like anything, your brain then goes, okay, well, I want to get these 3 things done so that I can get my reward at the end of the evening. My rewards vary all the time, but usually a simple reward in the evening could be a caramel chocolate bar, a Cadbury's of course, my absolute favorite, with a cold glass of iced tea. I love this. It always is just so nice to have before bed. I find it's just a nice little treat to motivate me to get a few things done that day. Then when I sit down and have the iced tea or the chocolate or whatever it is that you choose for your reward, it's always just so much nicer. You know you've worked for it, which is the best part. I know after I finished my college exams, I was like, do you know what? I need to treat myself a little more than a piece of chocolate and an iced tea. So I ended up going online shopping, and it was lovely. But these rewards can all vary. If you feel like you deserve a proper treat, give yourself a proper treat. Sometimes it can even be, for me, a shower or a bath, just a nice relaxing bath and a cold glass of ice water. If you cannot tell by now, I am obsessed with the little things in life. I appreciate little things like a cold glass of water while having a bath, or a piece of chocolate and iced tea. It just makes me very happy, and that mindset is something that I love to have. But yeah, that is my 3 key tips right now. I definitely have more tips up my sleeve, but I'll probably show them more throughout my vlogs. I am planning on doing a vlog as my next video because I really wanted to do one and I'm very excited to film that. I think you guys are too. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope these tips are a guideline for you guys. If they work for you, I'm so happy I could help. Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. I promise I've got more videos coming your way, and I hope you really enjoyed this. But comment below any recommendations you have, what you thought of this video. If you've got any tips or tricks for keeping productive, please comment them down below and we can have a nice discussion about it all. I need a drink of, I need some tea. Yes, we can get productive together. Comment down below things you think will work for you or have worked for you to recommend to everyone else. And please follow my socials. I have them all linked down below. Instagram, everything, etc. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be back with another video soon.